Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I am sharing with you some brand new Assetto Corsa mods that you need to check out. We have some super cool stuff on today's list from some fantastic racing tracks, both current and historic, as well as some super cool road and race cars. Let's not waste any time and get right into the first mod, and this is going to be Sydney Motorsports Park. This is a fantastic Australian racing circuit. I would imagine probably most known for V8 supercars, I believe, when they come here. This is made or converted over to Assetto Corsa by RMI over on Race Department, and this is a very, very high quality track. It is 3.9 kilometers long in its full GP layout, and it has 34 pits, so pretty much whatever kind of racing you do want to do around here, you will be able to accomplish. It's got some fantastic trackside details. The texture work is pretty much top tier. I really have no complaints, and the layout of this track is pretty fun. It's got quite a bit of elevation change for being kind of a smaller track, and overall is a joy to drive. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. Before we get into the next mod, I'd like to thank Cammus for sponsoring today's video and sending me over their C5 wheelbase to check out. If you're in the market for an entry-level direct drive wheel, be sure to look at the Cammus C5. It's got 5 Newton meters of torque. It's made with very high quality materials. It's got a very robust table mount as well that comes right in the box. No extra purchase necessary. And it's a very, very unique design where the rear rim itself is also the motor for the wheel. It's very interesting, a very cool design, and it is a fantastic competitor to a Logitech G29 or a Moza R3. If you're interested in the Cammus C5 or any other Cammus products, you can check out my affiliate link in the description below. And be sure to use my discount code JACOBC at checkout. It helps support the channel. Thank you so much to Cammus for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get right into the next mod. We're throwing it back to the late 50s with this one. This is the BRM Type 25. This is made by God over on Race Department, and it is a very, very high quality late 50s F1 car. It's got 225 brake horsepower. It weighs 790 kilograms. It is a bathtub of fuel, but this thing, especially for being free, is right up there with some of historic Sim Studios work and things like that. So a fantastic addition, probably a less known manufacturer to race in the Formula Series as a whole in Europe back during this time, but a very unique-ish looking car. I mean, they all looked pretty similar back then, but just very cool nonetheless. Sounds amazing as well, might I add, and very fun to drive. So if these are your thing, be sure to check it out in the link in the description below. Next up on the list is Barcelona Catalunya from 1998. This has been converted over to Assetto Corsa, as always, by Shin. He does fantastic work. It's 4.7 kilometers long. It's got 40 pits, so whether you want to run a 1998 F1 grid around here or you want to do some sports car racing, you should be able to get some pretty effective grids going around here. The track is very high quality, especially for some of the historic tracks, of course, in Assetto Corsa. We definitely have a lot of them that aren't very high quality, so it's really cool to see such high quality representations of these tracks being brought over, and this one is a very fun layout. It's actually almost identical to the layout we have today now that we've gone back to not having that horrible chicane at the end of the lap and everything like that. So very cool, feels very familiar to the current Catalunya as well. You can find it down in the link in the description below. Next up, we have the Toyota Supra Ridox. I guess it's also nicknamed the Spectre. This is a modified mark for Toyota Supra. I know we have a bunch of them already here in Assetto Corsa, but this is definitely one of the highest quality ones floating around. This is made by C13 over on his Patreon page. It is free, of course, though, to download. It's got 669 brake horsepower, 788 Newton Newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,510 kilograms. This thing is super high quality. The texture and model work is up there with some of the best paid cars here in Assetto Corsa. Of course, a race car, F1 car, and a Mark IV Supra are very different in terms of their shapes and things like that, but there has definitely been a lot of attention to detail put into this thing, and if you're into JDM cars, this one is probably going to be a no-brainer for you to check out. And that turbo on it is absolutely massive, so just be prepared for the rear wheels to be stepping out on you every single time you hit the gas. You can find this one down in the link in the description below. The final car on today's list is the Porsche 992 Turbo S from the 2023 model year, the current one. This is made by Seki Performance over on his Patreon page. Once again, of course, a free download. And if you're a Porsche fan, then this is going to also be another no-brainer for you to pick up. 650 brake horsepower, 800 Newton meters of torque. It weighs 1,650 kilograms. If a GT3 RS or even the kind of regular Porsche 911 with the wing is a little bit too much for you and you want something a little bit more low profile, a little more classy looking, this is definitely the 911 for you to check out. It's, of course, very, very high quality. Seki Performance always does a fantastic job in both the interior and exterior model, and it's got some fantastic paint jobs as well, so if you're into taking screenshots, this is definitely going to be a car to check out. You can find it down in the link in the description below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Once again, a big thank you to Cammus for sponsoring today's video. And if you're interested in any of their products, be sure to check out the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.